The Odd Couple is really a timeless classic, and while many think it's about a sloppy roommate versus a nice and neat roommate, it's really about the connections between those two roommates, and larger than that, the connections that we have with our friend groups and with the people that we surround ourselves with. It's about leaning on people when you need support. We're taking The Odd Couple and we're placing it in the summer of 2021, which, as many people today know, is still during the COVID-19 pandemic, and really focusing on how this group of people, and particularly Oscar and Felix, exist in this world, exist in this time where relationships are ending, relationships are beginning. The glory of Neil Simon and his genius was that he didn't write a play that took place in 1963. He wrote it in 63, was presented on Broadway in 65, but if you open to page 1 of The Odd Couple script, nowhere does it give you a year. So he left us that open roadmap to really take the play and present it where it needs to be. And I think at this point in our lives, we need to be seeing and hearing stories like this, stories where people come together, pot up, and really lean on each other and support one another. And I think Neil Simon really teaches us in this piece that friendship is really bizarre but precious. I think people are going to be able to see themselves more clearly in this piece. It's so important that people come to the theater and have the ability to see themselves reflected in the theater. And I think in this presentation of The Odd Couple, placing it into today, and acknowledging the world that we live in, the trauma that we're all going through as a collective unit, and how bizarrely humor comes about in all that. Because at the end of the day, it's also a comedy. We can only have the moments that we laugh at because there's moments that we aren't able to laugh as much. So finding those moments, those key moments, both as characters in the world of a play and as audience members experiencing that play, it becomes so vital to be able to laugh again. My favorite moment has slowly become the date scene where Oscar and Felix and Gwendolyn and Cecily Pigeon have what looks to be their first date in 18 months as a collective unit. Clearly Felix's first date in 12 years, but he's been married and just got out of his relationship, just got out of his marriage. Oscar was married just a short time ago, and these sisters who have literally been cooped up, not to make a pun, in their apartment for 18 months, not being able to date. But the idea of meeting new people, our social skills have really started to deteriorate when all we had was Zoom meetings for so long. And so it's also trying to find our footing. And so there's so much humor in these 4 people from different places in the world coming together and trying to socialize for the first time in so long. I've never been to Florida. It's my first time in Florida, and I think it's always glorious when you experience the first time you go someplace for work, because especially in terms of what we do in theater, we get to come and play. What we do is plays, and so it's just been wonderful. The community that's been built around here is so interesting and diverse and open-minded, and it feels like a little slice of New York was home for me here in St. Pete's. And so it's been nothing but just an incredible experience just working here and creating art. You should come to The Odd Couple for a handful of reasons, but the biggest of those reasons is because we all deserve to laugh again. It's been so long since we had the permission to laugh. And in The Odd Couple, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna feel, and you're gonna wanna call your loved ones in your friend circles again just to show them how appreciative you are. So laughing is important, and that's what you're gonna find in The Odd Couple.